Hello, let me welcome you on the autumn edition of the Halla webinar. My name is Boris Bavák, I'm the sales director in the Halla. With me participate on this presentation Oliver Konchir, export manager, who will take care about the technical part of the presentation. And last but not least is the Thomas Gullis, who will, during all this presentation, answer on your technical questions. And even the afterwards, while you have the questions, don't hesitate to ask. He will support you and write you the answers directly. Even at the end of the webinar, we will show you, or the system will show you the questionnaire when you will fulfill all questions about the short questionnaire, which give us very good feedback from the webinar. Afterwards, you will get the presentation to your email address, and even all this webinar will be in the few days presented on the website of Halla. So, as we all live in the hard times because of COVID-19, we have limited possibilities to visit you directly, personally, or invite you to our showroom or production to present you our news. That's why we prepared this autumn edition of the webinar, and we'd like to focus you on our new coming products and new ideas, and even ask you about the cooperation with the decision, what kind of the way we have to follow in some issues in development or next webinars. Let's see the content of the webinar. At first, we want to introduce you the new coming product which was released in the year 2020 and recapitulate for you all news in the portfolio Halla. Afterwards, we will direct your attention on the incoming products from the 2021, where we won't present you the products we developed for you and in very short time will be released for your orders. Afterwards, we want to introduce you how well-known NFC technology can be improved into the lighting business and how it can help to you and to your customers to using the luminaires. And as I mentioned on the beginning, I'd like to ask you even about the special editions of our webinars, what to be focused on. More information afterwards at the end of the presentation. At first, we want to speak about the freestanding luminaires. Simple question, why? Because, as I mentioned on the beginning, we are living the hard times related with the COVID-19, and it changed our lives significantly. It means many times, especially from the working point of view, we had to move to the home offices and arrange our homes to the working places. This is why we want to bring most of this office comfort for our working, even at home. One of the biggest part of this, let's say, factor who has influence on our working performance is even the light. And we want to speak about the freestanding luminaires because freestanding luminaires are very flexible, very mobile, and they can arrange our working space but our needs without any construction influence. In the past, you knew the freestanding luminaire layer. Now I'd like to introduce you the new freestanding luminaires we developed this year with the focus on the design and functionality. First of them is the scenery. Scenery is the luminaire with very nice scene design of the head of the luminaire, very homogenic light, very comfortable for the users from the UGR point of view and functionality of the luminaires. It's very flexible and even from the point of view of adjustment of this luminaire. We prepare this luminaire not just like the freestanding luminaire, but even we use this luminaire even as a top table fixation. It means it has not so big needs from your point of view, how to arrange your working place in your home offices, even for the offices and office areas you will project. The second representant of the freestanding luminaires is the stand. Luminaire stand is the luminaire which will combine the profile system we will present afterwards with freestanding luminaires at the same design. It means we are using 45 millimeters wide profile, where we use not only the opal or micro prismatic diffuser, but even the plastic louver, which decrease the UGR for the users under 13 with the lower lumen output, what can be very comfortable for the users. Of course, we are following all trends regarding the quality of light and the direction of the light. And as I mentioned in the Cinelli luminaire, we even prepare this luminaire on the top table fixation. On the other picture, you can see even where the sensor is situated on the head of the luminaire. When we speak about the freestanding luminaire, always it comes some questions regarding the how many luminaires we have to use for how many working spaces. And this is why I prepared this slide for you to present you that one luminaire can illuminate not only one working space, but normatively even the two working space with the higher lumen output. It gives us more opportunity to illuminate more working space and of course the save the money for the buying or using the luminaires. When we spoke about the Cinelli freestanding luminaire, I forgot to mention that this is the part of the design family which continue with the suspended luminaire Inelli. Inelli is designed as an office luminaire, even with the very thin design, very good performance. As Cinelli Inelli is using edge lighting, which bring us more comfortable light and low UGR. Of course, it's ready for the smart applications as well. What is very interesting and very appreciated by the users as architect as well, is that the wiring of this luminaire is coming via the suspension. It means it has no part which disturbs the design of the luminaire. We decided to produce this luminaire not only in the rectangle design, but what you can see on the another slide, but even in the square design, what is presented even on this picture. When we speak about the Legio luminaire or office luminaires, we have to present you Legio. Legio is the luminaire we developed with well-known designer Serge Conrelizen. This luminaire we have in the two modifications. First one is in the edge design, which can communicate needs of the area you want to illuminate, and it's based on the edge design, or the circle design, which is more friendly and smoother for the users and for the from the point of view, for the design point of view, for the design. Another part, sorry, I have to disturb. I got many questions from you regarding the colors of the luminaires. Please let me continue in the presentation. I have prepared one slide about the colors especially for you, because always these questions are coming very frequently, and even this part of the presentation is very important for you, because there is even the point when the Halla can offer you more than competitors. So continue. When we speak about the office luminaires, the significant part of those luminaires is even the linear luminaires. Linear luminaires are well known from the Halla, is one of the basic products from Halla. Everybody who is working with us already knows LiPo, Lina 60, 80 luminaires, and this year we brought the thinner design with the LiPo and Lina 45 and LiPo 35. always the number means the width of the profile. What is interesting in the LiPo 45 and Lina 45 is that we are using even the plastic louver design as you saw in the stand luminaire, freestanding luminaire I was presenting before. So you can very easily combine these profile systems with the freestanding luminaire. Another question is why the linear luminaires from Halla are so popular. Of course, excluding the quality and design of the luminaire is very good and very friendly pricing of this luminaire. Many of you are already using our pricing per meter. What does it mean? When you want to make a design of the requested area, you just count how many meters of profiles of those luminaires you will use for. And afterwards, you know the price per 1 meter of the profile you are using in. And with this meter price, you can calculate the price of the illuminated area. This price includes all connections, suspensions, corners, and other accessories using for the installation. So it's very easy to predict to your customer price immediately. And who is faster, then he is much successful, as we know from our business. So let's speak about the LiPo 35. Okay, again, I will answer. Yes, between you is many customers which are first time in touch with the Halla. Thank you for that and will come on the board. I hope we will meet each other very frequently in the future. And yes, this is the right question. What is the difference between LiPo and Lina? It's very simply. From the design point of view, it's the same. From the illumination point of view, LiPo is just direct illuminating a luminaire, and the Lina is the luminaire which is illuminating areas there in there. So coming back to the LiPo, LiPo is a new profile, as I mentioned. Finally, it's in the all kind of the montage possibilities, including the recessed, suspended, and surface mounted luminaire. This is something we cannot say about the Lina because Lina has the indirect part of the illumination as well. So Lina is only the surface mounted, suspended, but Lina is able to use the plastic louver for the lower UGR, as I mentioned already before. Okay, another favorite luminaire in our portfolio is already long-term the Valley. Luminaire Valley was developed this year even with the new thinner design. We developed Valley 55 and Valley 75. What is very big advantage of this luminaire that price stays all the time the same. But what is the question? And maybe here you can help us. We are thinking what kind of the accessories we can use for the Valley. If you need any, and if you need any, tell us what kind of the accessories is most important for you. This can help us to finalize the development of this luminaire and bring you the wished variants. So now I see you are very, very active on this questionnaire. So let's speak about another 5 seconds. But you can vote anytime, even during this presentation and even after. Thanks a lot. And it looks the honeycomb, as we already saw before, is the most requested accessories for you. So thank you for this and thank you for your interaction. It will help us, as I mentioned before, to finalize the development of this luminaire. What is the difference between these luminaires? You can see on the another slide I will show you. Here you can see what is the difference between the size of the luminaire. Always the height of the luminaire is the same. Of course, in influence of the diameter of the luminaire comes the lumen output, but these things will be sent to you, or you can find it in the presentation on slide before. When we spoke about the office luminaires, I have to mention very popular luminaire Zuli. This luminaire is produced in the same design many years already in Halla, and now we came with the system version, what was very requested from you, our partners. So finally we have it in the production and we can introduce this luminaire. This luminaire is not using only in the office areas, but is very popular in the social areas and especially in the schools. This is why we developed for this luminaire even the asymmetric optic, which is very helpful for the blackboards in the classes. And another issue what is coming to the catalog and what was many times customized for luminaires Hüge and Rundo is the rod suspension. Till now we were producing it as a ATIP or a customized version. Now it's standard version and you can order it immediately. Another very popular luminaire, which is big player on the market against the competitors, is the Luminov Flumo, as you know him from the past. Now we are coming with a thinner 60 millimeters version. You know, the biggest advantage of this luminaire is not only the price and the quality of the providing of this luminaire, but even the number of the diameters we can use and offer for you. And even is easy customizing this luminaire. So don't hesitate to ask us about any possibilities, what we can achieve with the curves of this profile. And we are speaking about the rounded profile. We cannot forget for the luminaire Rotao, which is very popular as well. And now we are coming with the thinner profile as well. So it means in the future, it's waiting for your orders, the Rotao 60. And now I'm coming to the questions I got from many of you before. I want to speak about the colors. You know, the many products, producers are presenting the colors in the free variants, and other variants are for the additional costs. From Halla, you can order all these presented kind of the colors of the luminaires. Sometimes it takes just the 2 or 3 days more for the productions, but anyway, you don't pay any additional costs for these colors. Of course, any other color is possible as well, but unfortunately, this will be already evaluated individually by the kind of the color you are using. But I think the scale of the colors we want to offer you and we are introducing you is very wide, and you can choose, or everybody can choose from. Well, that was everything regarding the products and new products from Halla. And now I want to speak about the new technology using, which we use for the installation of luminaires. Everybody knows the NFC technology, minimal from the your mobile payments via these technologies, but the technologies is using in many other applications, as well as in the lighting. What can this technology bring to the lighting? The producers of the drivers, some of them, of course, not everybody, was decided that they will use the drivers with the NFC technology. It will bring you the many possibilities how to simplify your work, your orders, and even if you have the customer who doesn't know what kind of the lumen output he wants to use, you can offer him the luminaire with the NFC driver and you will satisfy him. How? It's simply application using in your mobile equipment by which you can, during the driver, adjust the lumen output of each luminaire. It means there exists some ratio between which you can move on, and on the requested value, you can, via this application, adjust the lumen output. What is the benefit? Till now, you was able to order with low or lower or higher lumen output version of the same luminaire. Now you can move between the ratio from down to up on your any wished volume. This is even the question on you, if you will use or you can see this technology as a useful for your customers, for end users. Maybe I forgot to mention one important thing. Even when you installed already the luminaire and customer realized that lumen output is too high or too low, and it is not as he was thinking about before, you can adjust very easily via this application the lumen output. So this is why this technology, from my point of view, can satisfy your customers and you as our partners very, very fast. Okay, now again we are coming to the interactive part of the webinar. I'd like to ask you to help us define the next extra webinar we are preparing. For explanation, we are not thinking about the webinars only like today's one, when we want to present you the news and new product and some other topics of the Halla, but we want to focus your attention even on the applications where we will work with the methodology how to illuminate some kind of the spaces. For example, retails, showrooms, schools, home offices, hospitals. Feel free to suggest us any other application, and we work with the quality of the light, how to make the marketing for the retail, for example, with the light, how to make people be more effective in the work, how to make the students learn more in the school and less at home, how to make the patients in the hospitals to recover sooner than in standard condition. This all will be described on the methodology we are preparing for you, and this is even one of the extra webinars we want to prepare for next year for you. I just show you the imagination how the publications about some segments will look like. Of course, we are ready to distribute it to you afterwards and distribute it to your partners to work with. Okay, that's all from my side. So I want to thank you very much for your attention. I want to ask you, if you have any questions, use the email address. If you have the technical questions, please forward your attention on the tech support, halla.cz. And if you have the request regarding the prices, terms, samples, or any other issues related with the sales, write it on the export halla.cz. Thank you very much for your attention. I'm very happy that you came in this big number participants as you came. Please don't hesitate to ask us. We stay here longer to answer your questions, even with our technical support, and other questions you will have after this webinar. We will answer you via the email address from which you will send us the questions. Thanks a lot once again. I wish you stay healthy. This is most important. And of course, stay with us. Halla is here for you. Thank you.